What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about ZBCN, Zebec today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, it is the 24th day of September. Here we are, sitting at about 0.004. What a miraculous turn of events it's been, right? We've had a very wicked, volatile past couple of days here. If you bought the hype and you sold the news, you had a very successful trade. Could have snagged anything from like a 10% gain to a 20% gain on that buy the hype, sell the news event. The hype being, of course, that ZBCN had major institutional partnership coming up tomorrow, and the partnership was All Unity. That's who they partnered with, who is backed by Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank backed All Unity, right? So it's not that they've partnered with Deutsche Bank necessarily, but de facto kind of, right? ZBCN is definitely reaching out. It's broadening its horizons, and I think that as insignificant as it might seem now, clearly the price action resulted in the insignificance of this. I think that it will provide significance as things progress further in the future. I think this is just a step on the path, a step forward on the path to riches and glory for ZBCN. And before we talk more about that stuff, before we talk about the path higher, let's talk about the path that's before us, which might be a little bit lower, right? We might move a little bit lower. Does that mean that we go below this low? I don't think so. We can. We certainly can, but we don't have to. Oh, man, Bitcoin's moving up a little bit here. Here we go. 113.5K. We were saying that it could move up to 113.8, find resistance there, and then come down. Let's just see. Hold on real quick. I want to look at BTC. Yeah, 113.8. Let's see how it does. If you guys, if we can move up by we got a lot of time left in the day, 9 hours left. If we can move up to 114.5K or higher, then we've probably found our low. And if we found our low, then there's a lot of good things coming for ZBCN. My lower targets that I'm talking about might be curbed. They might be off the table. But again, I don't know if we're going lower than this low, especially with Bitcoin doing what it's doing. I don't know if we go below this low. It is very possible that we still do go lower though, right? We had the buy the hype, sell the news event. Perhaps we find a higher low here, somewhere just below 0.004, maybe at 0.038 or around that area. If we were to go below this area, if we were to break out of this zone and go lower, the expectation there would be that we go down to about 0.0033 to 0.0031, somewhere in that target area. That'd be my expectation, something like that, in the golden ratio of this overall low to high here. And in fact, I think actually you'd rather take this high, just because that's the high of the move, that's the fake out high. So something in that golden ratio zone there would provide support at the lowest. I don't necessarily believe that we're going to go down there. Maybe we'll see some things in the 1 hour and the 4 hour that suggest we do. I'm kind of curious to see. Impressed with Bitcoin moving up a little bit here, but this was to be expected. At the same time, we're at a point to find resistance. Don't get too excited. Curb your enthusiasm a little bit. It's nice that we're breaking out here. I wonder. Let's look at these liquidation levels just for BTC real quick. Let's see over the past day. Yeah, the shorts have been decimated. The shorts and the longs are pretty 50-50 earlier, like literally 2 hours ago, and now shorts are completely wiped out. Longs are hard. They're rock hard. The shorts over the past 7 days are still up there though, so we can move a little bit higher. Anyways, oh, here we are, 113.8K. Anyways, I really do hope that we close at 114.5K. I hope that I'm wrong and that we have validated this as a low. I'm just skeptical, right? I'm very skeptical. Things have been wish-washy lately. Anyways, let's talk about ZBCN. If Bitcoin found its low, that's very encouraging to the thought that we don't go below these lows here and that we do hold this. So the idea that we see a slightly lower low than where we're at now would very much be encouraged there. If we're looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, let's see. The RSI is going from overbought to oversold, a little bit of volatility, bouncing off the 40. We're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You look like you're in a bullish posturing here, so maybe you do move up. Maybe you don't move down, actually. That's nice. Stochastics bouncing off the oversold as well. That looks good. And the MACD, it's the 1 hour. Who cares? Yeah, it looks good, but really you've got a couple of good looks on your indicators. As long as you keep moving up from here, which you got 6 minutes left in this 1 hour time frame, you're going to have another green candle. I think you look good. Yeah, you look good. 4 hour time frame here, bouncing off the 40 as well. Stochastics are in a weird place to bounce, I think. This would make me think that you go lower, honestly. And if we're being fair with the 4-hour, I mean, you're not at the 40. You could go lower. I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about this. I suppose I'm more bullish than I am bearish on the RSI. A little bit more bearish than I am bullish on the stochastics. The MACD is not giving us much to go off of. That's not helpful. Let's look at the fibs. Low to high here. Golden ratio zone. Went up to the 0.5 already. I'll tell you what, if we move up higher, 0.0043, maybe even 0.0045, that's the highest I give us. If we do that, it's very possible that this is a higher low. But I'd be curious to see if we get above 0.0043. If we can, there might be hopes that this is the higher low. Of course, this would be the low and that we are ready to break out higher. I would think more so what's about to happen is we move up to this area, reject, and then we come down. We probably find a lower low somewhere around 0.0037 to 0.00384. And if we go below 0.00373, we're probably going to see 0.0033 and below come into play here. So that's that. All in all, I think ZBCN is in a really good structure here. I think we're in a very nice phase of consolidation, and I think it's more observable if we're looking at it on the 3-day time frame. Had a very nice move up here. Now you're just kind of consolidating in this pennant, in this triangle, in this wedge, whatever you want to call it. I'm not drawing it the best, but I hope you can just see it with your eyes, right? The lower highs here, the higher lows here. You've got some kind of wedge. We're definitely at that apex moment where we're going to make or break this thing, right, to the upside or downside. Even if we do break out to the downside, wedges are notorious for fake outs, so don't be afraid. If we do see lower prices, it's fine. My thoughts would be that we do hold this as a low, but if we go lower, 0.0033 to 0.00309 would be the area that we find support before inevitably moving higher. Maybe it's not a triangle. Maybe it's just some kind of weird consolidation phase. Maybe this is the wedge. It's not that. I don't know. That's why I hate diagonal lines. But all in all, I would expect that we do find support at a higher low than this, if not even a higher low than this here. When it is time to move up higher, the intended target areas that we have are anything and everything from about 2 cents to 4.5 cents. I'm thinking 3 cents to 4.5 cents specifically. We get to a high to a low here. And this money zone lines up well with that 2 cent minimum area. The 3618 lines up pretty well with that 2618 over here, that 4 to 4.5 cent area. Things are definitely looking good across the space. You know, I know that we've had this little drawback over the past few days. Bitcoin's coming up, which is nice, but we have to close here or higher really for things to get exciting. And I would even say 114.5K. We have to close above this line here for things to really get exciting. I must admit, this move is a little bit more robust than I was thinking it would be at first, but that's okay. It's up like $100 more than where I thought we'd go to. That's not enough to be completely convincing that this is the low yet. For all we know, and for what I'm assuming this is a bull trap, we're probably going to come back down here. I'm not impressed by it yet, but I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that we do close the day above this level here, above 114.5K. If we can do that, it's very, very, very likely that ZBCN will follow suit and the rest of the markets will follow suit as well. But I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.